Hi, my name is Bob Sjogren. It's March of 2020, and I just returned 2 days ago from Kenya, where I got a burden for a people called the Waata. They live in eastern Kenya, just a little southwest of Nairobi, close to the Indian Ocean. The Waata people believe that God created the earth and all the peoples on it, and then he distributed all of his goods to all of those peoples. But then he said, I think I want to make one more people. So he made the Waata, but he had nothing left to distribute to them. As a result, the Waata have nothing. My heart aches for these people. So with the help of my friend Peter, a Kenyan who lives nearby them, we set up a meeting with the elders. After eating a lunch, we asked them, what are the greatest need of the Waata people? They answered by saying, we need a school for our kids. Our young kids need to walk 6 kilometers one way just to go to school. And that walk can be dangerous because there are wild elephants and water buffalo roaming. Please help our kids have a future. The next day, I did 2 things to verify what the elders were saying. I asked my friend Peter to drive me to the school so I could see the school, so I could see the distance these kids were walking. Here's a quick video clip of the distance they have to go. Now look at this distance. I mean, we're just beginning to get out of there. But can you imagine letting your 5-year-old, your 6-year-old, your 7-year-old walk all this way just to go to school? And we're not even there yet. Here we just hit the beginning of the village, but most of the people live back in this area over here where we finally get to the village. It is easily a 2-hour walk. And on this particular day that we visited them, it was 97 degrees on that day. Now listen, I've got 2 granddaughters their ages, and there's no way in the world I would let my granddaughters A, walk that distance by themselves, and B, walk it on a 97-degree day when there are wild animals roaming that area that could kill them. A second thing that I did was I asked the moms directly about their kids.
Ladies, salam alaikum. I have some questions for you.
Anasema ya kwamba ako na maswali ambayo angependa tujibu.
How many of you, show your hands, how many of you have children who walk to school or should be walking to school? Let me see your hands.
Tuinue mikono wote.
How many of you are afraid to send your children because it's such a long walk and there is danger?
Ni wangapi wanaogopa kutuma watoto wao kwa sababu ya hii barabara na usalama jiani?
Oh my goodness. Look at all those hands.
As you can see, most of the moms don't want to send their kids to school because of the danger. And if they do send them, once they get there, they've already missed the first class. And in order to get home early, they've got to miss the last class. So they've missed 2 of the 6 classes, causing them to get further and further behind. Or what some moms told me is that they send their kids when they're 9 years of age, so they're a little bit older, a little bit more mature, can make the walk a little bit better. But then they get put in the first grade with all the younger kids, 5- and 6-year-olds. They feel so uncomfortable, they end up quitting. And it's a lose-lose situation. I really believe God wants a school for these Waata kids. So I asked my friend Peter to contact a builder. He did that. The next day we met with him. He had already drawn up plans for a 2-room schoolhouse, and he guaranteed me if the funds were raised, he could have it built within a 2-month period. So my goal is that by the fall of 2020, we would have a school ready so that these Waata children don't have to walk 2 hours to school, but rather 2 minutes to school.
Here is the proposed school site where we're doing a feeding program here. But they want to start in this area. And so the men and the women have all come here to get the food, but we're also discussing about where the building will be built. It seems like they want it right about here.
As a result, I'm seeking to raise $45,000 to help these precious Waata children get an education. That $45,000 would cover the following: the cost of the building, school supplies, uniforms for the kids, and 2 years of a salary for the teacher. The most interesting thing about this came from the elder himself. He said these words, "We are Muslims, and we Muslims only help Muslims, but no Muslims are willing to help us. We've heard you Christians help people of other religions. Would you please help us?" Hey, listen, my primary goal in life is to make God look good. It's to make God famous. Would you join me in helping make God famous in the eyes of the Waata people by raising this money up so that we can build this school so that these kids can get an education and so that the Waata people themselves would realize that God still does love them. He hasn't forgotten them. They're not a people without anything. They've got friends, people who love them, who are willing to help them. Thank you for considering this. If you can't make money, can't make a donation, that's fine. Please forward this on to your other social media contacts and ask them to join you to help make God famous among the Waata. Thank you.